Hello, and this is just a quick video to explain who I am and why I enjoy tutoring students in government and politics. Let's take a look at how I became a tutor. I came to Loughborough University a few years ago, over a decade ago actually, to complete a doctorate in politics. So while I was studying for my PhD, I decided to earn a little bit of extra money by tutoring students part-time. This was around about 2018. I'd already been teaching some classes at the university, but tutoring was a way of bringing in extra money. And in those days, I wasn't tutoring online actually. I was tutoring face to face, and I had around about 3 students that I would have to drive to go and see. And nowadays, things have got an awful lot easier with online tuition because effectively I can tutor anybody anywhere in the world, providing that they are learning A-level government and politics in the UK. So even if people go on holiday, I can tutor them if they need it. And it's now my full-time job. I found that I really enjoyed tutoring, and particularly government and politics. It's my thing, as you'll find out when I go through elements of my previous existence in the world. I didn't realize it when I was going through my life, but I was really building up to becoming a tutor in A-level government and politics. I didn't really have a plan to do this, but before I did my doctorate, I did an MA, a master's degree in international labour and trade union studies at Ruskin College in Oxford, which was a wonderful experience. It was part-time with residential weekends where we all got to meet up. All of the students got to meet up and spend the weekend together learning and socializing and getting to grips with that subject. A lot of the actual work took place outside of those weekends, of course, because when you're doing a master's degree, it's demanding, and we all had jobs to do as well at the same time. But that was a fantastic experience. And kind of overlapping that, I worked in government at the Home Office for 13 long years. I started there in 2000, and I was interviewing asylum seekers. So migration's always in the news. It was back in the news then, and it is now. It has been a constant theme that seems to get the attention of people. So I started off doing that, and then I got some promotions. I did really well, at least initially. I got a couple of promotions and lots of different areas that I worked on. I did some project management, some program management, looking at the way the Home Office could work more effectively. I also worked on youth justice and had some clauses in a bill that I got to see debated in the House of Lords. Going down to the House of Lords to see what you'd written, or the thing that you were responsible for in the department getting debated. Very exciting stuff. So 13 long years in the Home Office. I ended up working on the identity card program as well, which the Labour government of Tony Blair was trying to put through. Never actually happened. The coalition government came in, David Cameron and Nick Clegg's government came in, and they got rid of that immediately. And that kind of ended my time at the Home Office because they didn't need people doing that sort of thing anymore. I also spent some time as a trade union representative in the Home Office as well, representing members of staff, my colleagues, in meetings with management, and representing them in employment tribunals, all sorts of various things, bits and pieces across those 13 years, which are full of political experience. Of course, I joined because I wanted to meet politicians and I wanted to work with politicians. And occasionally I got the chance to, but not very often. I did have the occasional meeting with ministers, but often actually I was working on the things that they wanted done without actually getting to be in the room with them, which was a bit of a shame. But it was good experience, and it showed me how government works from the inside. So very useful experience for talking about A-level government and politics. Before that, I did another MA, this time in Democratic Studies at Leeds University. So I have a great deal of knowledge still about democracy. And I did my politics degree before that at London Guildhall University. So I actually wrote my dissertation for my politics degree on ancient Athenian democracy, the very start of democracy, which is what got me interested in doing democratic studies. And prior to that, I did my A-level in government and politics from 1992 to 1994. It gets further away every year, amazingly. It's a long time now, but as you can see, I have built up from 1992 onwards, hopefully an impressive amount of knowledge and experience through my studies and through my work that can be useful to A-level government and politics students. So this is what I can offer people. I tend to do one-to-one tuition with students who need it. That could be about a particular part of the specification, or sometimes if I get students interested early enough in the academic year, I can go through the entire specification with them, and we still have time to go through exam questions. Obviously, towards the exam time, people want to know about revision and they want to discuss exam questions, and we can work out the answers together. We can plan answers together and take a look through past papers, that sort of thing. I always like to ask my students what they've been looking at in terms of the news, making sure that people are keeping up to date. That is a constant theme of mine, so get ready for that if you decide to have lessons. And also now, because I realise, I'm conscious of the fact that not everybody can afford weekly tuition, I am offering lessons that I am videoing and making available on my website and via Patreon. People can buy them as a subscription package or individual lessons for a particular price. And that means that there is something for everybody. What you don't get with those is an interactive element. You can't obviously ask me live questions if it's a recorded video. One-to-one tuition provides that possibility to work things out together. But hopefully the video lessons will be good reminders and good for revision, and hopefully people will get something out of them. Either way, I think there is plenty on offer for anybody who is studying A-level government and politics. Find out more at my website, Patreon page, and just get in touch with me if you need any extra help, and I will be there for you.